It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on their in-state rivals, the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, here in Dallas, winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. But this team this year may have even extra pressure on their shoulders in what might very well be the toughest division in football.
And that extra pressure will go on the offensive side of the ball. They'll need consistent play from the quarterback position because they are very explosive. And on the defensive side, they want to continue to take the ball away and make themselves contenders in the NFC East.
And meanwhile, for the Houston Texans, the future is now. They take C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State, number 2 overall, and we will see him get the nod as starter in this one.
You and I laugh probably often when teams say, well, we want him to sit and learn. Come on, if you take him that high, play him right away, go ahead and get him started, and we'll see him do exactly that in this one.
So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Prescott has some things to clean up from last season, leading the NFL with 15 interceptions in only 12 games played. But we can't overlook the good. 23 touchdowns and an 8-4 record as a starter as he led the Cowboys to consecutive postseasons for the first time since 2007.
That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gonna run again here with Pollard. Oh, a heck of a move. And this defense just being manhandled here to start the drive. Good push up front, 2 big runs. This one 18 yards and another first. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on their first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 55 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation, and here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Pollard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now here's Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Let's go back over Dak Prescott's career. 6 rushing touchdowns in each of his first 3 years, but only 1 in each of the last 2 seasons. As a veteran, he's become much more judicious about when it's time to take the ball and go for the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
In only 2 seasons, Stroud showed all he needed to at Ohio State. All-American, Heisman finalist, program records galore. He looked every bit like the #1 overall pick. He went #2, but Houston is thrilled to have him.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Well, man, coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Stroud sets up the play action. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Stroud looking to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. Touchdown, Texans! Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 110 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a 1st down.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Prescott on 1st down. That's going to be caught. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. C.J. Stroud ready to lead the Texans on their next drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Stroud on 3rd down now. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll accept that penalty. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Desmond King back deep. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. Well, not good at all. A punt of just 24 yards there. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stroud now on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. He was waving as hard as wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't going to throw with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. Gets around him. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And Cooks hands it over the middle. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10, here's Stroud. And it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Both teams making their final preparations for this second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this would make perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. And that will be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were in this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd and down.
Prescott now. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Now Stroud. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, it's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
On first down, here's Stroud.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second down, Pollard again.
And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a second straight play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Stroud.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. Caught left side by Mechie.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Stroud to throw it.
And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 177 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been a bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Throwing here, Prescott dancing to his left. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Cowboys have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you know what?